What's up, guys? It's your boy MMA Striker back with another video today, and today I'm going to be predicting UFC 253 Adesanya versus Costa. And overall, in general, I think this card's a really good card. Fights like Kai France versus Brandon Royval is a very interesting fight to me, and a lot of the fights on the prelims are very interesting. But I'm going to be predicting the two title fights, and we're going to start with the main event, Adesanya versus Costa. And this is a very good fight stylistically, and this is the fight everybody's been looking forward to. Arguably the greatest or the biggest middleweight fight in UFC history. I think it is stylistically wise. I think it is. You also have other big fights like Weidman Silva too. Silva versus Dan Henderson. But I think this fight is the biggest fight in middleweight history. And on paper, Israel Adesanya has a lot of advantages, but that doesn't mean Costa cannot win. Now, some people do still have this narrative that Costa is a one-punch knockout artist, or he's the most powerful middleweight in the division. I disagree. I think the top three most powerful middleweights are Romero, Cannonier, and Brunson. If we're talking about pure power or pure be able to sleep someone with one shot or one punch, those are the three guys. But Costa is more of a volume striker, a combination striker. He comes forward and he tries to break you down. He goes to the body, to the head. He doesn't just headhunt, or he doesn't just finish people with one punch or one kick. It's a combination of volume. So, but in order to do that against a guy like Adesanya, he's gonna have to push Adesanya against the fence, have his back against the cage, and have Izzy stuck. If he can do that, he can land his roundhouse kick to the body, his punches to the body, and land his hooks, and he can do damage to Adesanya. But that itself is going to be a very hard challenge because Adesanya is an 8-inch reach advantage over Costa, and Adesanya knows how to use his reach very well with the jab and the left hook. I see Adesanya throwing a lot of leg kicks in this fight, as he always does in all his fights. And Costa can't come in reckless. He cannot come in just trying to swing his way in, because if he does that, he's gonna get knocked out. He's gonna get knocked out if he comes in trying to pressure Izzy by just swinging recklessly and making it a brawl. He has to come forward, pick his shots, but then once he gets Izzy to the fence, then he can let his hooks go. Then he can let his kicks go. That's how he's gonna win this fight. But I just don't see that happening. I see Adesanya, especially if this fight is in the middle of the octagon or in space, I see Adesanya picking Costa apart, because Costa does not do well when the fight is in space and in like the center of the octagon. Go back and watch the Uriah Hall fight. Uriah Hall, when the fight was in the middle, he had a lot of success with the jab and the cross. And Israel Adesanya has a very good straight and a very good jab. So I think if the fight is in the center of the octagon, Adesanya is going to land leg kicks and pick Costa apart with that jab and that straight. And Costa, when he's in the opening, he does swing recklessly and does leave a lot of openings. And I think if that happens, he's going to get caught and put down. So my prediction for this fight is I'm going to go Israel Adesanya by round 4 TKO. I see the first two rounds being very competitive. I can even see Costa winning those rounds. But round 3 is where I start to see Izzy take over and starting to dominate. But unless the EA's UFC 4 Sports cover curse happens, decides to kick in, we all know that curse is pretty weird. The only fighter who has ever won with that curse is Jon Jones. So that just shows you how special Jon Jones is. But I do think Adesanya TKOs Costa in round 4. And now we're going to move to the co-main event, Dominic Reyes versus Jan Blachowicz for the vacant heavyweight belt. And I believe this fight is a lot closer than people are giving credit for. People are just judging this fight based off how good Reyes fought Jon Jones, which is not really a fair thing to do, especially to Jan, because Jan is a very good fighter. Striking wise, I do think Reyes is the better striker than Jan. I think Reyes' footwork is going to give Jan a lot of problems, because Jan struggles against fighters who use a lot of footwork and movements. And I just think overall Reyes is the faster striker. Jan does have the power, he does have that check left hook, but it's going to be hard to land it when Reyes is moving around and using a lot of footwork. So I think Jan is going to I think Jan should wrestle in this fight. I know Dominic Reyes has a very good takedown defense, but Jan Blachowicz has the wrestling and the grappling advantage. He has pretty good submissions, he has good wrestling, but it's going to be tough to get Dominic down and hold him down. Jon Jones even struggled to do that. Chris Weidman struggled to do that. So it's going to be The only person who really took Reyes down and kind of did something with it was Volkan Oezdemir, but Dominic Reyes said he didn't really expect Volkan. He didn't prepare for Volkan to wrestle. He prepared for him to try to knock him out. So, no, but that can happen here too. Dominic Reyes could be expecting Jan to try to knock him out, but Jan could go for a takedown. But you never know. But I do think it's gonna be hard to take him down. And Jan sometimes does make some critical errors fight IQ wise. I went back and watched his Thiago Santos fight last night, and he was winning the fight. I had him winning the first 2 rounds. He did very good, and Santos didn't really have much success until Jan rushed him, blitzed him for some reason. I don't know why he did that, but he blitzed him, and he got countered for it. If he does that against Reyes, the same thing may happen. He may get countered and may get finished. So Jan cannot do that. He cannot blitz, rush recklessly. He's gonna get caught. So, but my prediction for this fight, I'm gonna go with Dominic Reyes by decision. I could see a finish, but I don't think Jan's gonna get finished. I think it's gonna go to the decision, either 48-47 or 49-46. But I see Reyes winning the decision. But that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure to comment down below your predictions for the fights tomorrow night, and make sure to like this video and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys next week.